Hello, everybody. Honk. How is it going? I'm 2 minutes late today. That's the first time I've been late. We have a much more chill live stream today. I'm really excited for this. We're doing something different. Today we are working on the... Oh, let me get rid of the starting soon screen. Today we are working on the color theory work kit, which means we're going to be doing some drawing, we're going to be doing some talking, we're going to be doing some Excel spreadsheets, we're going to be doing some coloring. I'm not sure everything we're going to go over today. We're just going to kind of start discussing it, start working on it. And honestly, I mean, I have 3 hours set aside for the stream today. I do not plan on doing this the entire 3 hours, so maybe we'll go hang out, look around the bakery. Maybe we will go look around the pond. Maybe, who knows? Who knows what we're going to do? But thank you guys for being here. I'm pretty excited about this. So I think I'm looking at everyone in chat. You guys all know what's going on. It's the Subathon. So we are, what? I can't, the screen is too small for me to see what that says. We are 9 subs away from the next milestone, which is audience choice, which I have no idea what we're going to do. It's going to be like, you know, we start a stream and you guys tell me what to do within reason. But I think that'll be pretty fun. So I am very rusty at drawing on a tablet. I'm also using a third-party app to share this to my PC from an iPad, and occasionally it will just say unregistered on the screen. So ignore that. I don't know why it's doing that. It's a free app, and I see no way to register it, so we just kind of got to deal with it. What up, Taco Squad? I hope that fortune favors the brave today. I don't know why it would change day by day. I don't know. Are you going to be brave? Are you going to be brave today, Taco? So let me move my mic out of the way. And let me have a little bit of my miso soup that I have. I just found this big bag that you can buy at the Asian supermarket. And it is... hey, thanks for the follow. Wait, who was that? Oh, no, I can't see any of that over the text. Not the turtle. Thanks for the follow, not the turtle. But it's a big bag of little packets of miso. And it's like $10, and it's like 30 packets of miso soup, and they're so good. I've been drinking a lot of them lately. Fortune favors the stinky on this fine day. Fortune's favoring my 2 dogs. They're both very stinky. Oh, yeah. Also, sorry, seaweed stuck in my throat. Little update on the little pup, on the little dog. We think we know what happened now. We believe he ate an owl pellet and has a bunch of various bone shards in his belly. So some of them are still in there, some of them have come out. And so we're just crossing our fingers and waiting for the rest of them to come out. But he is still doing good. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, the first one that came out, we were looking at it, and it's like a fairly large tooth. And we were kind of surprised by that. We were like, there's no way he, like, ate a raccoon or something, because there were only a couple bones. But a bunch of other stuff kind of lined up, and we realized that it may very well have been an owl pellet that he ate, which is very on brand for him. What up, Geese King? How's it going? I like that all the geese people come and hang out. It's one of the most inedible pellets that he could consume. Hey, what up, Rail? Welcome in. Thanks for joining. I hope you're having a lovely day. Oh, yeah, Sunless, did that story get you excited to go eat? Hey, what up, Mike? How's it going, dude? Welcome into the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. Sorry, I know my mic stand is very squeaky. I'm sorry. Hold on. Hey, Saul. Not a lot is goosing. We're working on the color theory work kit. Well, actually, I'm telling a story about soup and about my dog. And then we're going to start working. I have to find... I've never worked on a tablet while I'm on my mic before, and I have to find a good position. I'm going to have to remove my pop filter. There we go. Mike, today was beautiful and sunny for you East Coast peeps. That's nice. It was very beautiful and sunny today for me as well. It was very nice. Dog soup? No, not dog soup. Miso soup. And then also my dog ate a bunch of bones, and we're waiting for him to pass them so that we don't have to have him go into surgery, hopefully. Okay. Well, let's get on track. Subathon, the next goal that we're going to hit is audience choice. You guys can choose what we do. At 100 subs, I'm going to do a live stream of oil painting, which I think would be really fun. I have like 200 props. You guys can pick what props I paint. I'll set up a little still life and talk through the whole painting start to finish, which I hope goes well because I'm very rusty on the painting. They're doing pretty good. Yeah, he doesn't know that he's in trouble. He's happy as he always is, so I think he'll be fine. And then if we get to 150, I'll get a goose tattoo, which is very exciting. Stuff that you guys have already acquired. I'm going to stream with my wife, which is a Gilly Goat. There she is in chat. Say hi, Goat. It's going to be very hard for us to be used to calling each other by not our names. The second one is I'm going to do a live stream pretty soon here, and we're going to design a shirt, and that shirt will be for sale. So you guys, if you guys have designs you want to submit, or we can just work on one from scratch. But it'll be a big like community designed shirt, and we'll kind of all vote on it, and then that one will be up for sale eventually. After that, we have a video where I'm making my mom play Minecraft. I think my mom is also in chat too. I believe her name is Mother Goose, very fittingly. So you can say hi to everybody there as well. There you go. Haha. That's my mom. Say hi to my mom. She made a Twitch account just for this, so I could introduce her. What else do we got going on? What was the next one? We have audience choice. We have... Oh, that's it. Yeah, and the next one is the audience choice stream. So that's it. Mr. Wolf, hey brother, been following for a while, and I would like to thank you for inspiring me to start building again and keep up the amazing videos. Much love. Thank you very much, Mr. Wolf. I appreciate that thoroughly. You are very welcome. And keep it up. Keep building, and before you know it, you'll be inspiring other people. That's the way to do it. If at any point the music is too loud, or if you guys can't hear me because I'm too far away from my mic, please let me know. And now we'll get into it. Let's actually start doing the thing. So we're working on the color theory work kit. Now, what my plan is for this, I want a physical, tangible, substantial package that you can buy that has basically everything that I go over in the color theory videos, but in a way that you can practice it physically and in person, which I think is much more beneficial. I want all the materials to be included. Also, I want to preface this. This isn't done yet. Hey, thanks, Asher. We got another subscriber. So that puts us at 8 left. 8 left for the next one. Thank you, Asher. I appreciate that. I hope you're having a great day today. So prefacing this with it's not started yet. It's all in the design phase. So everything that we talk about is up for changing. And there's a lot of different ways we can do it. And what up, Matt? How's it going, dude? Thanks for coming in. So I want all of the materials to be included in the work kit. I don't want you to have to purchase or use anything yourself. Now that presents one issue. Well, okay, we'll get into actually that issue in a second. I'm thinking of... Hey, haha, thanks, Mom. That one will go straight into me going over there and doing chores at some point. Unregistered. See, I have no idea why it's showing up as unregistered. Ooh, a hype train. Oh, well, look at that. That honk is going to go on for quite a while. So the way that I have this set up that I want to do this is I want it to be 3 separate books or kits is what I'm thinking. The first one, I think it'd be good to have be about value. I'm sorry, these hunks are very distracting. I'm actually going to go into my settings real quick and shorten the amount of time that honk goes. I think the longer the hype train is, the longer the honks go too. Go into my settings. Okay. Okay, there we go. It should only go for a second now. Yeah, I hope you make it longer. I mean, I could make it longer. Make it longer. All right. Okay, maybe I'll leave it then. I'll just keep it how long it is. Hey, it's Moose Boot. What up, Moss Bot? Okay, so back into this. My plan is to have this split up into 3 sections. These 3 sections are going to be value, color, and then color mixing. So I have a couple thoughts on how I want to do that. My first thought is to count this as like 3 separate things, but I would like to sell them all together. Maybe I'll give, what are your guys' thoughts? Like, if you were to see this, would you want like, okay, here's the work kit for value, here's the work kit for color theory, and then here's the work kit for color mixing. The value kit is going to include some gray colored pencils, and then mostly just pencil, because we're just working with value. And it's going to be a lot of things like, like working on value scales, working on value forms, trying out different values for stuff like that. We'll go over some things like relative value and all that kind of stuff. And it's going to be just a pretty straightforward, simple way to get a hang of working with value. The color theory one is going to be probably the beefiest book or kit out of all of them. And in that case, we're going to be going over all of the general color theory. I would like to go over like hue and saturation. Hey, what up, pumpkin guy? Is this color theory for me or painting? This is color theory. We're still doing color theory. Color theory work kit. We're just breaking down what the different parts of the work kit are. It's Minecraft. Yeah, the hue and color one will be like hue, saturation, going over shade, tints, tones, talking about temperature, talking about different color palettes, talking about like color harmony. Basically everything that was in the color theory and Minecraft series is going to be broken down in greater detail with a bunch of things that you can practice in the color one. And then the third one would be color mixing. This one I would like to have specifically with paint, because it's a little bit more applicable to mix colors with paint than it is with colored pencils. But that definitely brings up some logistical issues of like where I'm going to source the paint. I need to include brushes. I need to make sure that the paints are good. And I definitely could do it just with colored pencils. And in that case, there'd probably be a whole page explaining like, hey, here's how to mix with colored pencils. Here's how to do stuff like that. So those are the 3 book ideas that I have right now. In terms of the materials, it's going to be presented like a coloring book, basically. So picture like you open the book, it's an introduction. Yeah, Matt, I'm making a physical kit. That is the color theory work kit is going to be a physical work kit that you can buy. And I would like it. And so like the way I'm thinking of it, presenting it would be kind of like a coloring book. Like you get the value one and it has, a description on the first page of like, this is what value is. These are the materials that you're going to need. Which in this case is just going to be a pencil, really. And then it'll just be something where like, hey, here's a 10-step value scale. Here's a bar, like try to match these values with just a pencil. Sal, you could divide it into additive, subtractive, and others. So I actually have something to talk about that with. Did I go to art school at all? I went, I've studied art a ton. But it was I went for like painting. Like after I had like really gotten into painting, I'd done some like workshops with some painters that I liked and like learned from them. Then I did go back for just like figure drawing and painting classes. But I didn't like go for a degree or anything. Yeah, this is basically, that's exactly what I'm talking about, Matt. I want this work kit to be like color theory. Like it's like a color theory class in a thing. Because I do not think that you need to be spending like $1,000 to take a color theory class. I think it is deceptively simple. And there's a lot of stuff you can still learn about it. But I think being able to spend like, I don't know how much all this is going to cost material wise, but like being able to spend like $50 and get a kit that has everything you need, I think is a better way to do it. Do I think oil pastels could work better for the paint mixing, or instead of the paint for the mixing? It's possible. I think that might present some issues though. I would say that you need to know more about technique to mix oil pastels than you do to mix paint or colored pencils. I think it might be easier to teach how to mix with colored pencils, but the easiest I think would be teaching how to mix with paint. If you have people pre-order so they know how much you can get in bulk, you could cheapen it a lot for people. That's also the plan. So that's the other thing. I want this to be really good quality, but I also want it to be as affordable as we possibly can make it. So one of the other things that we're actually going to be working on, I don't know how much we'll get into this today, is I have a good Excel sheet. I also realized that some of the links and places that I was sourcing materials doxed me, so I had to delete them. I have them saved somewhere else. But I really want this to be like good quality for what you need, but as affordable as possible. So Sal, to kind of point on what you were talking about, like doing additive or subtractive, I was thinking about including clear acrylic plastic chips that are different colors to like very briefly touch on the additive side of things. But that's something that is a lot more difficult to do with like a physical sense. So it's mostly going to be subtractive. If you don't know, additive mixing is mixing light. So like computer screens are additive mixing. Subtractive mixing is mixing pigments and inks. So like paints and printers. Additive mixing uses RGB, red, green, and blue as the primaries. Subtractive mixing uses cyan, magenta, and yellow as the primaries. If you need a graphic designer, wink, wink. No, I'll hit you up. I'll absolutely keep that in mind. I could definitely use some help, I'm sure. Mr. Matt, yeah, Blick is a place I've spent a lot of money. I know this is all over the place, but as we kind of get going, we'll start diving into the individual parts, and I think this will make more sense. This is going to be a like ongoing project. This is not going to be something that we just work on today. I think this is going to be something we'll be working on for like a few months. Hey, what up, Lunchbox? Welcome in. Everyone give a shout out to Lunchbox. Got the most gifted subs. Came in out of nowhere yesterday and just started dropping them like crazy. It was awesome. So something that is going to be tricky with this is if you're going to be doing color theory stuff, especially with colored pencils, you need the colors, the pigments, to be correct. The pigments have to be correct. So like not every red color pencil is the same pigment. Not every red color pencil is even the same red. Hey, Huggles, no worries. Welcome in. So we're going to have to look at situations where if I'm going to be finding like a bulk supplier and branding my own colored pencils, or like buying them wholesale, I have to find somebody that I know that I can trust what the pigment colors are. Because if I'm giving you what it says is cyan, magenta, and yellow colored pencils, but instead of cyan, it's light blue, and instead of magenta, it's just pink, you're not going to be able to mix any of the same colors, which is kind of the whole point of it. So because of that, my first thought was to reach out to some established companies and see if they'd be willing to partner with me to do this. I reached out to Blick, was one of them. I reached out to Prismacolor, and what was the name of the other one? I reached out to them a while ago. I have it on the spreadsheet. Arteza was the other company. So these are three companies that I reached out to that I know I can trust the quality of the color pencils. Prismacolor being the like that would be the best option in terms of quality. Blick being the most affordable, but also very trustworthy. And then Arteza is like kind of a good middle ground. I never heard back from any of them, so we'll see. I'll probably reach out to them again. But the plan would be like you get a package of colored pencils that is, cyan, magenta, yellow. I think I have like some of the materials. Like we have like cyan, magenta, yellow, normal red, normal blue, green, black, gray, and a white colored pencil. So like a pretty basic color palette in terms of colored pencils. And most of the stuff that we're talking about could be done with those. So yeah, that's the plan. That is my concept for this work kit. Now, things that I have to like think about still. I have to make the book. Do I want to print it myself and then bind it myself, which wouldn't be that hard, but the paper quality would be lower, which would be fine for the colored pencil ones. But if we do something with paint, I'm going to need to include like multimedia paper. That's also something that I can source and put together myself, but they just be separate from the book. Like it'd be like a coloring book printout on a piece of like cardstock that would come with the kit. Now, if we don't include the paint, that makes that a lot easier. We also have to think about if I'm going to be doing wholesale things, if I want to brand things, if I want it to come in like a fancy box. And these are all things that you have to take into account because they make it more fun, I think. Like if you were to get like what looks like a Happy Meal box that is like all goose themed, like you get like a Happy Meal box that's like all goose themed and it has all the stuff in it and everything like has, like some cool branding on it. That's fun, but it's going to increase the price. And that's one of the reasons that I want to bring all of you guys in on this designing, because for me, if I were purchasing it, I would rather get the bare bones thing and spend less money than be spending an extra $15, $20 just because it comes in a cool looking box that I'm probably going to throw away anyway. So I want to like get a feel of like what people want out of a kit like this, what people feel like is valuable, and how much interest people have in like it being 3 separate packages or just one big package with everything in it. If you want quality, you need to go to a good printer. Yes, 100%. I have a lot of experience with art prints, and I know some really, really good printers through that, luckily, that I will probably go through for the printing. But then, like if I just get like the cover printed by them, in terms of like coloring paper quality, I can do stuff like that at home and bind it myself. So it's a lot of stuff to think about. I've been talking a lot. Let me get some water. One sec. So that's what we're doing. Nugget, maybe you could, Jalen, thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. Jalen, maybe you could do tape with gooses on it and tape a normal box closed so it's cheaper. It still feels custom. That's a great idea. I'm gonna write that down. Hey, what up, Dragonfall? Welcome back. I think that's a really good idea where it's like I don't need to do something like print a whole box and have a box custom printed and made. Even something like just having like goose washi tape could be what is needed to like add that extra little flair. Jalen, we are designing, we're at the very beginning stages of designing a work kit that I've been working on that teaches color theory. So we're at like right at the beginning. We're still talking about like what the format of the project is going to be like, how many books are going to be included, all that kind of stuff. Hey, E, welcome in. How's it going? I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Binding all that by hand by yourself is wild. Binding 5 books and I would be spent for the year. Well, I mean, these are like, I'm picturing these as like magazine size. These aren't going to be like super big, well-binded books. It'll be like, depending on how we end up doing this, probably something that could be staple bound instead of glue bound. If I was doing something like if we do this, hi Art, I guess, yeah, welcome in. I guess if we're doing something that ends up being like a bigger project, like if we end up putting all of this in one book, I would definitely want to outsource for doing the binding. Still a lot of work. It is still a lot of work. But if I can put in an extra 30 minutes of work for... Oh, bye, Jalen. Thanks for the follow. So if I could put in like an extra 30 minutes per book of work to save everybody $5 per book, that feels almost worth it to me, depending on how well I could streamline it. Dragonfall, just got here. You're making a book? I am. I'm planning on making like a coloring book, educational book to teach color theory. Art, it is. Yeah, it's going to be a physical. It is going to be a physical kit. That is the plan. So it's going to be a book, but it's going to come with like the paints. It's going to come with the, if we do paints, like the colored pencils, the pencils. Maybe I'll throw some stickers in there, stuff like that. Okay, actually I'm going to write down real quick. Oh, also, this right here is something I forgot to think about. Why can't I draw? Oh, there we go. Is the option of providing it in a digital format. Because I know not everybody works traditionally, and a lot of people do just work on a tablet and work digitally. I think it would be nice to be able to sell it for, 80% off, and it's just the digital format. If you want, you can print it off and color it yourself, or you can pull it up on like your iPad or tablet, and you can do it that way. Art, there's 3 Empress Little Bits in my Discord server for some reason, and I don't know why. So I would recommend going to the Craftworks SMP fan Discord, and you can see Empress's like actual profile in there to message. That was a good idea, though. The goose tape is I like that. Yeah, it was news for me too. When I sent you that message the other day, I was like, oh, I wonder why they can't send a message. And I went on my Discord and searched your name. I tried to tag you in your video too, and it was like the wrong one. I was like, what? Like, what is this? I'll probably go in there and delete them out of the server because they're clearly doing that. Because they're clearly trying to, what is the word? Impersonate you. They're clearly impersonating you. Change the music back real quick. Empress Littler Bit and Empress Even Littler Bit. That'd be funny. It could be both. It could be both. So, in terms of materials, colored pencils, we went over all of that. The paints, brushes, if we were going to do the brushes, we went over all that. So that's all the boring stuff. The not logistical necessarily, but that's all the boring stuff that I gotta work on and figure this out, which I do still plan on doing on stream. The fun part is, I plan on it being like a coloring book. That's originally how the idea started, is that it would be a coloring book. And I want to design pages for each one of these. There's going to be very basic pages, like here's some forms, like try to shade these forms in different ways to learn a little bit about value. But I also want it to be fun. Like, I want it to be like, hey, here is a coloring page of like a pond. Use what you learned in this lesson about value and color this pond in black and white. Or use what you learned about coloring, like color palettes. And like, here's 4 of the same page, you can color them in different ways, see how that changes it, see how you can experiment and try things. That's the main thing that I want to encourage with this, is very simply, here is the technique, here's the principle. Now try and apply it and experiment with it. An eraser, I guess I could include an eraser, yeah, for the value kit. You can't really erase colored pencils very well, but something like that would be good. Would this be available globally? I will push to do that. Yeah, I would like to do that, because I know a substantial portion of you guys are not in the US. And I would hate for that to be the reason that someone can't get it. It's like, so yes, I will definitely work on being able to make it globally. If that's the case, I would probably do, it will just be shipping. Shipping would be the only difference. So shipping would be more expensive, but that would be it. Hey, Lo, what up? No pot hat today. Nope, just got my headphones. I have a cool idea, but I don't know if this is doable. Oh, I thought this said you have a cool idea, but you don't know if it's doable. I'm like, don't tell me that. It's totally doable. You have a cool idea, but you don't know if it's doable. After the draw yourself pages, put a transparent page with a right way to draw it so you can see the difference. That could be interesting depending on the context, because with all of the color, it'll be subjective. I think if it was more focused on like drawing, that would be really beneficial, but I want this purely to be learning the principles of color. So there definitely will be examples of everything. That's the other thing, is that a lot of it's going to have to be printed in color, because I want examples of stuff. But there will be things like, like these spheres where I'll have a sphere that is, shaded correctly, and like this, except, it's like done well and correctly. And it'll be like, here's a sphere that's shaded. Okay, now here is a cone and a cube. Super good at drawing today. Now shade these as if the light was on this side, like going that way. And it'll give you a chance to like practice that. But I don't want a lot of pressure to be on drawing. One of the other things that I thought would be really interesting is, because I think something that is very difficult in color theory, especially at first, is seeing value in color. So every color has a value, and that can be kind of the difference between really understanding realism and not understanding realism, and like how to use color in that way, kind of like how we have over here. And I think a fun way to kind of do that and get around that is, imagine the page has a printout that is a circle or a sphere that is shaded realistically, and it's already done, and it's in black and white. And you just have to color that in with a colored pencil. And so you just color the whole thing red, and that the black underneath it's going to show through, and you're going to be able to see the different value of that color. And then you try to do the same thing on your own with a black colored pencil and a red colored pencil. This is something that's a lot easier to demonstrate in person, and like with a video. But I'd like to be able to include stuff like that. That's the other thing, is I would like to do videos for these. I think it would be really cool to like have like, a QR code in the book that's like, hey, here's a video of Goose demonstrating each exercise if you want to see it. So a lot of ideas. Trust me, this is very funny to me, because this started out as like, oh hey, I should do a coloring book, and I was gonna just make like 20 line art drawings and then just sell it as a coloring book. I was like, haha, wouldn't that be fun? And then I was like, oh, I kind of want to teach something with it. Oh, well, maybe I'll like have each page like be something that's like talking about like a different kind of color, or like telling you what palette to use. And then I was like, oh, well, I should probably explain that. And it's like, oh, well, I should probably like teach this part of color too. And then it turned into like, okay, I want to make like a full class in a box kind of a thing. So it is, initially I was like, oh, I could probably finish this and put it out in January. And then, months later, it's just more and more ideas of things. Goose Sensei, thank you. What if there's color wheel, but it's hollow and has contrasting colors opposite to each other? like a color sphere. That would actually be really cool. I don't know if I've ever seen like a 3D color sphere. Huh. I'll have to think about that. I have to accept that that is not something I will be putting in the box, because that's a whole project on its own. But I definitely want to think about that. Don't know how to put it into words. When you say that, I picture like literally a wheel. Oh yeah, real good at drawing today. And it's like blue is, oh, I don't remember how to select colors. You know, like you have blue right here, and then knowing opposite of that, you're gonna have yellow, except at the correct value. So it's kind of like, it's like a rainbow, like a like horizontal color line, but it's like set up like that, but 2D. So just a color wheel. I know you have an idea, but I don't understand it. Oh, just a color wheel. I mean, I could also include a color wheel in it, which would be kind of cool. Okay, anyway, back on track. This thing is like a rabbit hole of distractions. Trust me, I've been working on it, and it's just been constant distractions. So the fun part that I would like to do more on stream, that I think will be more enjoyable to watch, and just more of a like a group thing, is start designing some of the pages. So I want to give you guys an example of something that I had kind of thought of before. Now, this is just a very basic, I think I whipped this up in Blender, but like imagine that this is the coloring page. So you can see that it's already shaded, but the purpose of that is that if you're going in here with colored pencils, you don't necessarily have to worry about shading the colored pencils. So then a page like this would be more focused on like practice with different palettes, see how those palettes kind of work on this. And you don't have to worry about shading. And then once you finish it, you can go back in and you can look at like, okay, like this is, you know, when I put the red here, this is kind of the color it came out versus here. And you learn a little bit more about like how value and color works. But I think it would be fun to do like generally abstract and like interesting pages like this. But I would also like to do some pages that are like very classic coloring book. Like it's just like a pond or something like that. Hey, Later E, thank you for coming in. Make sure to sub to Goose. Yeah, make sure to sub to me. I love you too, E. I hope you have a wonderful night. So if anyone has ideas for pages, I have a list somewhere. Okay, so I do. So like these were just like my initial like, hey, this could be kind of a fun idea. I think like a basic form shadow still life. I think that's a great practice for value, is like, here's a sphere and a cube and a cone, try to shade them. Something else that I think value comes really into play with is light on water, which I think doing light on water is something that a lot of people feel like is really complicated, but understanding that it's just value, I think something like that could be cool. But I feel like the line art for that might look really messy and bad. I also would like to keep like a few nods to Minecraft. So like a castle and trees I think would be fun. I definitely am going to have a pond. Sal, I'm definitely going to have a goose. I thought it would be fun to do like a kaleidoscope that has a goose in it. Like auroras and mountains and sunsets, a lot of like nature things. But I also want to open this up to, if you guys are out there and you draw, like draw stuff, like if you want to submit it, or if you're like, hey, here's an idea I have and you want to send it in, and then we can like reline it and redraw it, I'm super open to doing something like that and crediting you in the book. I have no reason to feel like I have to do all of these. Welcome in, Stitched. So Stitched, we are working on the very, very preliminary stages of designing a color theory work kit that's going to be a physical work kit that you can buy that includes all the materials and teaches all the basics of color theory. So right now we're talking about like different ideas for basically coloring page books, things like that. A different material page, so like something like color this like metal, color this like wood, color this like stone, something like that. Is that what you mean? Like that one video with diorite being pink? Yeah, basically. And it'll be harder to do stuff like that. But yeah, like I did like the whole color theory in Minecraft thing, all of that stuff. Except it'll be with pencils and paper instead of Minecraft. Hey, what up, Echo? Welcome in. Maybe a page like those finish the drawing where it has partial lines and you can draw and color it however you want. Something like that would be kind of fun too. And that also speaks to Minecraft a lot of like, here's a hill with a flat top, draw a castle. Except we'll add just like a couple like initial lines in. That's a good idea. But one for sure that I know I want to do is a pond. I definitely want to do a pond. Oh, you and Rector started a build today? Hell yeah. A page with lots of different blocks. Yeah, I could do one where it's just Minecraft blocks and you just have to color Minecraft blocks. All 16 by 16 pixels. That'd be fun. Okay. This froze. Hold on. I'm going to have to hide my screen because it shows my IP when I reconnect to the screen. Give me 1 second. There we go. Cool. Now it's working. Oh, gave you a sun and moon face to practice color temperature? Yeah, stuff like that. Stitched, yeah, I definitely will do a goose. 100% want to have a goose on there. So sad you don't have your sketchbook with you. It's such a good drawing prompt. Well, lucky for you, Nugget, we're going to be working on this for a very long time. So you will have plenty other streams to participate in. I keep moving my mic like further back. I'm like leaning all the way back in my chair trying to draw. But okay, so the first one that I have, like for sure I want to do is definitely a pond. Oh, I'm on the eraser. That's why I can't see it. Professional artist. You can tell by my quality of squares. I always like to start these with just thumbnails and then just kind of revise them more and more as we go. And luckily, I have this canvas absolutely enormous, so we can zoom way in to work on all this. But I thought it would be really fun to do a drawing of like the pond in the pond server, which quick sketch-wise, I believe is pretty much just like that. And we'll do more realistic trees instead of all Minecraft trees, but just to get the sketch in. Maybe I will do it kind of blocky, though. That'd be kind of fun. I think including the same task you did at the beginning of the book at the end to see your progress finishing the book would be really cool. Oh, yeah. That's a really good idea. I think we could do something separate like that for each book, like having, like, for the value one, shade a sphere and a cone, and then work through it, and at the very end do that. I also want to... I don't want to focus too much on having it be like, well, okay, a thought that I've had is that I didn't want it to focus too much on be like learning how to do these things well, but more just learning what the principles are, because I want it to apply to anything outside of just like people that are drawing. I know a lot of people are intimidated by drawing, and I think that doing something fun like this will make them better without them realizing. So I think having something like that would be perfect. Like having different shapes to shade at the end, having like even just drawing a rainbow and blending a rainbow before and after would be really good. Or like picking color palettes would be really good. Hey, thank you, Astrofire. Thank you for the follow. Stitched, do I know what Incredibox is? I don't, but I will look it up. Is that something that's exactly what I'm talking about, basically? Hold on, let me grab my phone. I lost my phone. Oh, there it is. It's under my keyboard. Was it Incredibox? Oh, no. Oh, Incredibox, like the music game? Yes. Yes, I am very familiar with that. I do like that game. You could do like a build on the pond that everyone could participate in, maybe more of a drawing style build, and make that a drawing or something. I think that would be really fun too. I would love to include. That would be kind of tricky because I would have to tell them to only do black and white. That'd be kind of fun though. I think it'd be easier to have people like submit actual drawings. Or maybe I could have them build and then I would be doing a drawing of the build. Actually, that makes more sense. I will remember that is water. Okay, so having like the pond, I think would be fun. There's a few different ways that we could like frame it, but I think that's a pretty good idea. I also really like the idea of doing something that was really like played with value and color. So I think a night scene would be something really good for that. My first thought was doing like an aurora with the mountains, because you really just focus mostly on value for doing everything in the mountains, but then you have a lot of leeway with the actual aurora itself in terms of color. Problem with that is that could be kind of hard to describe in line art because there's so much blending. Stitch, you should make one of those, but with music theory. I have spoken with Mossbot, who does all my audio and music, about doing a music theory series, and we've talked about that. At a tutorial on how to draw a goose. Maybe that'll be the first one. But again, I don't want it to be focused on like learning to draw. I want it to be really focused on just practicing the color theory principles. Otherwise, it'll turn into like a whole other rabbit hole of stuff. I don't know if I have a hotkey for the eraser or something, but I keep accidentally hitting the eraser. Okay, so definitely gonna have a goose one. I liked the idea of doing like a goose kaleidoscope, but gooses face on do not look very good. It's hard to make a goose look good head on, I guess, depending on how you draw the bill. I guess that doesn't look too bad with like get the shaping right on it. But doing something like that in a kaleidoscope style, like Randall Roberts does a lot of that stuff. That'll be like a whole thing though, doing the kaleidoscope. So kaleidoscope goose. I think just a pond in there would be good, or like a goose in a pond. A masterful goose drawing. doing something. So the aurora, I think, will be kind of tricky. I don't know, but that looks hella good to me. Masterful goose right there. Aurora, doing something like an aurora would be kind of tricky. I think in this case, I would probably actually, instead of doing it like that, I would want to bring the mountains down. And have the mountains lower on the page, and then most of the focus would be on the aurora. I don't know if I don't think I've ever drawn an aurora before. Yeah, that's more like it. It's like ribbons. Okay. Something kind of like that. That's a little trickier to do as line art. Aurora Borealis at this time of year? Steamed hams. A place to practice drawing reflections in water. So one of the ideas I had was to do like I'll do a little sketch of it. Like moonlighting on water, which is something that I feel like tends to feel very complicated, but is really just like about value structure. So having something like pretty simple like that, where like you can realize that with just like what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with 5 shapes, you can kind of communicate that idea pretty well. But again, it wouldn't be about practicing drawing. I gotta focus on it. It won't be about like learning how to draw. Ideally, you won't have to draw anything. Because I want it to be, I want it to have like the lowest possible bar of entry that I can, where you need absolutely no skill. You don't necessarily even have to be good at coloring in the lines. Like I want this to be something that you theoretically could give to like a young child. And though they may not be like understanding the principles exactly, they could look at that and be like, okay, color this thing red and blue. Okay, now color it green and yellow. Doesn't it look different? Like stuff like that. But I do think a design like this would be a cool idea. And we could do some cool clouds too. I just wonder if I want to do like wispy clouds. Oh, I was putting them behind the moon. That would have been wrong. Or I really like the idea. That's a little too small. I also really like the idea of it being like really big, like cumulonimbus clouds. Always with some mountains. Something like that I think would be really fun, because then you get into a lot of situations where like learning how to do different lighting and value structures on something irregular, which I think is a really, really good way to practice that. or it's like it's a good way to learn how things look. Like if you shade a sphere over and over, it's like, yeah, you learn how a sphere is shaded. But then when you have a really irregular shape, learning like, okay, the light and the shadow are going to fall separately, or like they're going to fall differently on this than they would on the other one. But I guess again, that's also falling into learning drawing versus learning your stuff. Or your mom, yeah. Or I could, yeah. It has to be, yeah. A small child or my mom have to be able to do it. Actually, I really like this one. I want to note that one. I think that one will be a really good one. I think this will be a really good one because it's got more interesting shapes in it. Actually, I like all of these so far. I really like mountains and skies. That this is the only one that I'm kind of like, but we'll work on the goose drawing for that one. Those are some good clouds. Thank you. I love drawing clouds. My favorite. Sunset's also perfect. Like a great way to practice different colors. There's a goose honking outside your window. Hey, go tell him hi. Go tell him I said hello. Yeah, sunset would be perfect. And I think it'd be really interesting with the sunset too, of doing like let me see. Let me just do 2 quick sketches of sunsets real quick. We'll do these like on a beach too. I was going to do roughly the same drawing twice. See, messed up again. I should have done the sun first. Perfect circle. Perfect circle. Okay, so when you have a situation like this, and then I'll do it on a layer below it. Where you have, this is going to be very, very rough coloring. Oh, wait. Hold on. So I'm thinking of like you have these two images, and you have 2 different ways that you can color them. I guess these would actually probably be more of a pink color at this time of day. So you have like some nice sunset clouds or something like that. But then being able to look at the same picture and being like, okay, simply by changing the colors of how we're doing this, we can go from sunset to something that is more similar to like, oh, too dark. Really missed the moon on that one. like how easy by just changing the colors you can go from something that is like sunset to a moon. Like those are the kind of things that I really want to teach, where it's like you don't necessarily have to do too much drawing to change the vibe. Like even in this, I probably could have done this like there we go. Like we can do the exact same thing just with different colors to change the vibe of it. And like that's a very basic example, but that's the kind of stuff that I want to teach with this. Versus the like actual drawing of like how to make it look like that is like work on the colors, and the colors are something that can carry that idea. The loosest of me says hi. Whenever y'all talk about geese, my mind always goes straight to Canadian geese, as they are the most prominent in my area. They do for me. Okay, so when I always think of geese, it's Canadian geese are the geese where I live. And when I had my wife design my logo, I was like, do a goose. And she did a white goose, which was funny to me because in my mind I was like thinking of Canadian geese. I never said that. But in terms of like goose and logo, and especially the loosest goose, like Untitled Goose Game seems the most prominent. And she did a white goose, and I'm really glad she did, because I do not think that any part of my like branding would have the same effect if it was a Canadian goose. That feels too specific. But I do always think I think that's pretty funny. So now I always just think of white geese. So when I see Canadian geese, I'm like, ooh, yeah. Thanks, pretty girl. I appreciate that. Whoops. Uh-oh. Happy accident. You know what, Goose? You're kind of good at this kind of stuff. I'm kind of. This is what I do. Did this for a long time before I got into the block game. So I don't know if there's really many new viewers in here, but just a quick shout out again. We are doing the Subathon. We are 7 subs away from the next milestone, which is audience choice stream, which I think would be pretty fun. But I'm really in the groove, so we're not going to worry about that too much. We're going to move back to this. Okay, so you guys have any ideas off the top of your head that do not involve the sky, clouds, or mountains? Because I think most of my sketches are going to end up around there. The block game. I'm going to talk about the block game. And while you guys think, I'm actually going to run upstairs and get some water. I just ran out of my water. Caves. Caves. Actually, I love caves. Okay. I'm going to think about caves while I'm getting water. All right, I'm back, and I'm mildly more hydrated than I was. Just a little bit, though. Okay, caves. Love some caves. I love caves. Out of the white geese, I like Ross's goose. What do you mean? Out of the white geese, I like Ross's goose? Tiny beak? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Point light versus universal light versus the other lighting sources. Oh, that could be pretty good too. That could be a little tricky to do. I think that could be pretty good with a value. Actually, yeah. I'd have to give some good examples of that. But I do think that would be pretty good to have like different kinds of lighting. Light through a leaf for practicing translucency. That's also a very good idea. Getting a little more advanced. Also, hello, Kunda. Welcome to the stream. Light shining through a window. Ooh, I like that one. Like, who was it? Rail did a build like that. I think something like that would be really cool. Oh, actually, you know what? Where'd the pen go? Okay, hold on. Let me, I want to draw that. I want to sketch that one out real quick. Because I really like the idea of, like, having a table or something with an apple, because it's always an apple, you know. And having light that's shining in this way. Maybe I'd have to like really draw and like plan out how the lighting would work, but where it's only hitting part of the apple and it's only hitting part of the table. So then you get like a really good example of like where the shadow is, where the table is, and then like the color difference between table in light and table in shadow, apple in light, apple in shadow. That's a really good idea. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot that we could do with light values. Drink from the goose's trough. Yeah, I just have a big trough upstairs. I have to run up there and take a few gulps and then come back down. Ross's goose is a type of goose. Okay, hold on. Let me look it up. Art 90. Yeah, it was 90. I don't know if you said that before I said that. Ross's goose. Oh, I like Ross's goose. Hold on, let me pull up a little picture of Ross's goose for you guys. They're very cute. Look at those little guys. They do have a little beak. Haha. Look at their little face. That's a good goose right there. Some background objects to show how light might hit them too. Okay, sorry, you guys are saying all the things that I haven't scrolled down. I haven't scrolled all the way down through the chat. You guys are saying it at the same time I'm saying it. Ross's gooses. It's one of the cutest gooses I've ever seen. Cutest geese. Yeah, it's Ross's goose. Yeah, that's where they came from. Is they came from Friends. The Ross Goose episode. What separates a goose from something like a duck? I don't know what the like specific like taxonomical differences are. My wife is looking it up for me. She's gonna tell us. she accidentally looked up what separates a goose and a geese. Duck and geese are the same animal. No, they're not. That's not true. Just shape. It seems to mostly just come down to shape. You hear the wife whispering in the background. Okay, I really like the light shafts idea. Let me put just a little bit of time into that. I'm going to look at that little guy. Okay, I'm gonna look up some references. Okay. Are any of these references good? Not really. It's just a lot of images of like really dusty parking garages with windows. Oh, here's a good one. Where did it go? Wait. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, so I like... Oh, sorry, it's right behind chat. Let me move it for you guys. That... There we go. The difference between the goose and the geese is the gander. It's the numbers. Okay, so I kind of like the idea of... Oh, my USB cable is stuck. So I like the idea of it being on a table, but I do also really like the idea of how this image is laid out. Where we have something I have so many pictures on my phone of light falling in different ways. No, too strong. Okay, well, we'll just go with the rough sketches then. But I love the idea of like having light beams that are coming through a window and landing on something. But I think it would be really cool to have that landing on an actual object. I don't know why I sketched that if that was not the sketch I was thinking of. I was like halfway through it and I was like, this isn't what I wanted to be sketching. This is just the picture I'm looking at. Oh wait, light a cat coming in. Ducks and geese are mostly separated by the number of cervical vertebrae they have. Geese have 17 to 23. Ducks have fewer than 16. Length of their necks. There you go. You just got excited about sunbeams. I just got excited about sunbeams. I literally have a whole album on my phone that is just pictures of sunbeams from windows in like all the houses I've lived in. I could look through that for some pretty good references. Okay, we're gonna do a goose. That's what it'll be. I made this a little too small, but I'm gonna have to deal with it. Quick goose sketch. Wrong body shape. That's fine. You guys get the picture. It's a goose laying on the floor. Oh, let me look up a picture of some geese. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Close enough for our purposes. Okay, so I don't need to get hung up too much on what the goose looks like, but goose sitting somewhere, having light beams coming through, let's say. I think they'd probably hit right about there. A masterpiece, if you ask me. But then you have the option of, like, not the option. Then it would be like, you know, you have the light beams and how that falls on the goose, and then the rest being in the dark. Okay, I like that. We'll mess around with like how we'll do the light beams, but I think that's a pretty good idea. One of the coloring pages is just an illustration of the Top Gun goose. Oh, man. Now make it reflect through glass bottles. We could do that. I mean, that could be kind of fun. Hold on. Now, see, now you're challenging me. It's been a very long time since I've really sat down and drawn. This is actually a ton of fun. Oh, I keep hitting my speaker. Super good glass bottle. There we go. Perfect. Oh, funny. Thank you for the follow. Every time you see a goose, all you can think of is Snarple losing his mind. I think about that video all the time. That was so funny to me. Oh, man. Geese do have very scary eyes. Geese are pretty scary. They're dinosaurs. They're just modern dinosaurs. I've never directly had bad experience with geese. Um, wait, where did that emoji come from? That was funny. I've never directly had. Oh, so because someone played it. Never directly had bad experience with geese. Oh, I'm so far behind in chat. What happened? Oh, he had to go to the nurse's office because he got attacked by a goose. See, they're rough. They'll fight you. Weird beak teeth. Nugget, you should definitely send me the drawing on Discord. I would love to see it. An entirely ordinary pattern of light, 100%. Later, Dragon, you have a nice night. Oh, gonna watch the new Andor season. I need to watch the first one. I've heard only good things about it. Okay, so I really like this one. I think that when I really go in and like put some thought into how that's drawn, I think that's going to be a really, really funny one. I think I might do a couple with light shafts. I think that's a super good way to practice color and value. That's a really good idea. So thank you. I forgot which one of you specifically said that, but thank you. Also got to check the time. What is it? 7:30 CST. Wait, has it already been? No, an hour and a half. I thought it'd been 2.5 hours. I was like, no way. Okay. So I'm very happy with what we have so far. We have a lot of cool ideas. Now, thinking about how we're going to be splitting these. Oh, and actually, I also forgot I forgot I had this. I started a whole sketch page of a bunch of other thumbnails of like the castle. That's funny, actually, that I drew that almost the exact same way. I did this so long ago. That's really funny that I drew this almost the exact same way as I did before. Oh, wait, sorry. Let me move this goose. Yeah, that is hilarious to me. This is kind of what I was thinking for like really value structure. Like it's very basic, but you're learning like shapes and how light falls on different shapes. And I would really like to move into some more abstract stuff. That's kind of where a lot of my heart lies with art in general. And I think things like this would be really fun in a coloring book because this gives you a ton of freedom to really mess around with the colors. Where it's like, even if it's a page where it's 4 of this same thing, being able to mess around with the colors on that, I think can be super beneficial, and seeing how the colors interact when they're next to each other and like the differences that you get. Same with like just really basic stuff like this. You can see my really good sketch of a goose that I started. I like the hat. Cool, like a hat with a goose coming out of it. Oh, and these are some really cool ideas because these are ideas that I had for builds that I had sketched a long time ago, that I haven't done. I really, really love the idea, which this is all stuff now that I'm looking at these, I'm gonna do because these were pretty straightforward and easy. I love the idea of having a really realistic mountain, but having a perfectly clean cut through it. So that's something I want to approach in terms of a Minecraft build, but I feel like something like that could be fun to color as well. Same with like really giant, like very simple monolithic buildings like that. Ooh, this is getting me excited. I forgot about all these sketches. I think I stopped sketching drawing ideas and I started just sketching build ideas. Like that one? Ooh, I love that. Okay. I might have to come back to these and do some of the builds. Oh yeah, here's the idea for the Aurora. Like having mountains and like like kind of like in the Arctic or something like that. I guess we can just keep sketching on here since I already have all of them here. Do some of the goose variants people have made? What do you mean by the goose variants? Oh, just all the different geese that people have made, like the spider goose and the goose worm and stuff. Oh, absolutely have to include the goose worm. Hold on. 100% have to include the goose worm. I was also really thinking about how if we do get to the tattoo idea, Oh, hold on. I love the goose worm so much. If we do get to the tattoo idea, the tattoo sub goal, I think it would be really funny to do a goose worm. Okay, so the goose worm. What else was there? There's the the spoose. Oh. The spoose is terrifying. I'll have to talk to Echo too. Echo has a whole bunch of them that they've built just around. Okay, goose worm and spoose are really good. Abstract ideas I really like. I really like this one specifically. It's kind of got that vapor wavy feel to it that I enjoy. I think those good ideas to start. I think that's pretty good. Now, in terms of which ones are going to be value, which ones are going to be color, and then which ones will be for color mixing. I think something like this, we could really fit into any of them. I might do a light shaft one in each section if I do those 3 sections. Vaporwave mentioned. I might do something like this in each section because maybe I'll do the same one because it is really important to understand the value structure of light in a situation like this and understanding how that value structure works. That was redundant. Understanding the value structure is important when you're dealing with light. And understanding color is really important when you're dealing with light because you're talking about the value in color. But that's also a fantastic way to practice mixing color. When you think of a color that you don't necessarily have that colored pencil and trying to mix it into a value. That's a little bit more of an advanced practice, I think, but I do think that's something that we could go back to. I also really like the idea of including a goose in all of them somehow. I'm kind of really digging, not this exact sketch, but like a better sketch of a goose being reflected through some glass is kind of a fun idea. Definitely want to do something with really big fluffy clouds. I think that would be something that's really good for value. I think something like the Aurora Borealis, obviously great for color. I think the pond is something that would be really good for color. I guess I should note these. I'm going to put a red mark next to the ones for color. Okay, so pond would be good for color. Aurora, good for color. If we do this as a sunset, I'll do those, like the sunset example, moon example. Value, I will do with a black dot. Good for value, good for value. And then this we can do for any. And then the abstract ones. All the abstract ones will be for me for color. Nice racing stripes on that goose. He's really fast, okay? He's a really fast goose. He's actually not. He wanted to go faster, and he thought the racing stripes would make him go faster. If he really, really wanted these racing stripes to make him go faster, though, he would have colored them red, because everybody knows that red is faster. And purple is sneaky. If anyone knows what that's from, I will... I'll say congratulations. I don't have anything directly to give you, but if anyone knows what purple makes you sneaky is from. Okay. Hey, Akunda, let's go. All right. Oh, hell yeah. I love how anytime people that are into 40K, just when it's mentioned a little bit, it's the excitement of like, oh, someone mentioned it. A human body style goose would be fun to add. I think that would be pretty funny. That would be wait, hold on. Okay, let's see. I'll do some like quick gesture sketching. It's more of a crow beak. Hold on. That's just scary. Oh, sorry, longer neck. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, hold on. Wonderful. Wonderful sketches right there. Oh. Oh yeah, can't have anyone confusing it with the duck. That's right. We got to have all the extra vertebrae in there. You may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like. Beak performance, nice. He's a himbo goose. Yeah, it's actually kind of fun. This is actually kind of a fun little thing. Wait, hold on. Hold up. We're gonna take just a little segue because I think this is gonna be fun. Get a little reference up here. It was surprisingly difficult to find a bodybuilder that was not way too revealing. Nugget, yeah, throw it in arts and crafts and ping me too. Yeah, feel free to ping me in there. Man, I watch some people that draw and talk while they stream. I don't know how they do it. I can barely like focus on the drawing while I'm thinking about chat being there. This is the tightest goose. Tight bod goose. I'm excited to post this so that people can see the fun things that they miss out on. This is what real Minecraft YouTubers do on their streams. They draw buff men with geese necks. Oh, what is what is this arm? What did I do? Little tiny arm. Hell yeah, let's go. A little rough on the neck, but I love that. This is the kind of art that people come to my channel for. Oh, I need a little speech bubble that says honk. Lovely. Why not? Let's add some shading in. Why not? We're just having fun at this point. I don't even care about the work kit anymore. The work kit's just going to be a bunch of buff geese. Yeah, there we go. Now that's a goose. I was drawing the legs way too small, so we'll just crop the legs right at the bottom. Hey, what up, Hibby? Great time for you to join. Oh, you joined a while ago. Oh, my chat was paused again. Oh, I'm so far behind again. Okay, hold on. Let me catch up on all of that. Hey, what up, 8 Wheels? I'm glad that this is what made you want to follow. Oh, wait. No, I did see some of these. What did I do? How did I get so far behind in chat? Buff Goose calendar. Oh, yeah, we could do a Buff Goose calendar, too. Sal, stop it. What up? Okay. Hi, 8 Wheels. How's it going? You just got into digital drawing this week, but 2 days ago I fell while roller skating and broke your wrist. No! You know what? Okay. This is a controversial opinion, but this is something that I learned from the book that I learned how to draw from. It is very beneficial to learn how to draw with your non-dominant hand. You can learn how to see what you're drawing faster because you have to focus so much on how you're drawing. Granted, once your wrist is healed, you won't be able to draw with your dominant hand. But I don't know. Just start drawing with your non-dominant hand. Maybe that'll be fun. Pootsby just came back. Why is it hot? Oh. Do I know about Color Nerd on YouTube? And it's I do. Yeah, I love Color Nerd. Color Nerd is great. Also, just got to shout this out. My wife and I could also do a draw pile for the stream that we do together. We don't really have plans for that stream, so maybe we'll play some Fortnite, play some Minecraft, and maybe we'll draw some buff geese together. We could do something fun like that if everyone's down to. I really have to take a screenshot of this. Also, I don't know. Can someone clip this too? For the stream? I don't know how to do clips of my own stream. I got to make the arms just a little beefier. There we go. Love drawing buff guys with animal heads. Yeah. Okay, well, we've clearly gotten quite off track, but I love it. Look at that. That's some quality content right there. I'm very excited to post that on Instagram. Okay, but anyway, yeah, that's the color theory work kit. That's the plan. We got a couple good thumbnails. I'm going to work on some of these off of stream. I'll work on some on stream. This will be a very hit and miss. It's not like I'm going to be doing everything on stream with this. You know what, Pootsby, you're right. This was very necessary for the work kit. It may end up being in the work kit. We may put 2 figure drawings, really nice, classy figure drawings with goose heads in there. Who knows? That'd be really funny. Or maybe that'll be the cover. Maybe it'll be color theory work kit, but I'll have it designed like it's a really academic art book, and it'll have a Vitruvian man of the goose. That's a really good idea. Hold on. I know someone else said the Vitruvian man. Wait, who was that? Because I wouldn't have thought of that if you didn't say that. Oh, it was you, Pootsby. There you go. Bringing it back full circle. You guys get to see my scribbles. Love it. His recent videos on color harmony blew my mind. I don't know if I've seen his recent videos. I'll have to check them out. Yeah, Color Nerd is awesome. Oh, you're a colorblind artist. You know what absolutely astounds me is the amount of people that are colorblind that land on my videos. I guess it makes sense because if you can't see the color very well, you probably look up color theory. Like one of the like Elasmotherium is a really good Minecraft builder. I had no idea that I don't know their pronouns. I had no idea that they were colorblind. And they have really good color. And I was talking to them. They were like, "Yeah, it's because it's color theory. It's like I can't see all the colors, but I do know when to put what kind of color where." And I was like, that right there is awesome. Okay, so anyway, this is the color theory work kit. That is the introduction. This will not be a consistent stream thing. Sometimes this will be like a members only stream. Sometimes this will just be a stream if I'm like bored and I'm sick of playing Minecraft. This will mostly be something that I'll be working on separately, because it's a lot of the stuff that I'll be working is like the logistical stuff. But when I'm coming in and I'm doing drawing, I would love to come in and do these on stream. You guys gave me a ton of really good ideas. If you guys want to do drawings and then like submit them, I would love that. I think that would be super cool. I also really hope that Buff Goose is going to be on the cover. I can find a way to make that work. Realistically, probably won't be. That'll take some work, but we can figure out a way to do that. Also, I'm checking on arts and crafts. Oh. Nug, I like your sketch. Oh, it's a lemon being held up. Oh, I didn't have the text up. I thought it was a goose egg. But I also like the idea of it being a lemon. But I also like the idea of it being a goose egg. Dingle, dude, go for it. That would be awesome. Oh, you totally should. Yeah, definitely make it into a chalk one. Goose egg is funnier. Lemon would look cooler color-wise and also makes more sense. Haha, I tricked you into doing I almost said real art. Shame on me. I tricked you into doing different art. Okay, so yeah, that's that. That's all that's what I got in me tonight for this. It's only been 2 hours. I would love to do some other stuff. I'd love to do some Minecraft related stuff. Do you guys want to have me fly around and explore? Hey, what up, Weeping? Welcome in. Do you like the goose that we drew? We got a little bit off track from what I planned on doing. Thank you. Yeah, I would love to. I can go around like exploring the bakery. I don't really have anything building wise that I'm working on, so we can like start something like really small. We can also like fly around the SMP on my server and look at all the crazy stuff that they've done because they have been busy on there. They've been doing a lot of really cool stuff. Yeah, what do you guys want to do? I'll leave this last hour up to you. We can also just keep hanging out and drawing if you want. I know we technically haven't reached the audience choice, but I'll give you guys a little bit of leeway, a little bit of say in this stream. Nugget, I sketched my one chunk build, and that was literally the first time that I've drawn in almost a year. I have been so out of the drawing game. Yeah, let's hop on. Yeah, hop on the bakery. Give you some advice on some trees. Absolutely. Want to do a build review on Build School? Sure. Yeah, let's do it. Technically, no, Pootsby. That one has to wait until the. Actually, you know what? No, I've been sitting a long time. I'll drop down and give you 20. But you guys all have to stand up and stretch also because it's good for your body. No, I'll do it. All right, 20 push-ups. I could use a little bit of blood flow in my stagnant shrimp body, just sitting curled up in a chair. You didn't do anything. All you did was you made me tell you that you also have to do a few push-ups. Do 20 sit-ups. Okay, nice. Hell yeah, let's go. Everyone do 20 of something. 20 squats, 20 push-ups. I'll do push-ups. How else can we look like buff goose if we don't put in the work? Hey, there we go. Yeah, 20 cold was it was a little bit more. Saul, no. Take 20 shots of water. All right, welcome back, Sunless. You missed some wild stuff. And now we're back in Minecraft. Yeah, it's been a while since I've just done 20 push-ups. Ooh, eyeball speed run. Do it. Do it, do it. Okay, who am I going to on the bakery? Wait, am I still in my old skin? No, I'm not. Good. Hell yeah. I mean, that's great. Oh, light a cat. That's what I'm going to. Wait. Okay. All right. Oh man, talk about a little bit of a wake up. I thought the server got rolled back or something. All right. Cool. Yeah, I got really spooked for a minute there. I was like, oh no. I know Rekjaw has it saved, so it's okay if that did happen. Oh, I like your skin. Okay, looking at some trees. All right, first thing I notice is that it's not straight, which I love. Oh, excuse me. I think that there is, especially with spruce trees, pine trees, there is, because generally they do grow very straight up and down. That's just how that kind of tree grows. But I think having a little crooked like tree like that is going to add a ton of interest wherever you end up putting that. So this one gets a 10 out of 10 for me. I really, really like this. Really critical review of it. Let's see. Maybe work on the shaping a tiny bit on this straight line. That line is a little bit too straight. I think maybe just something up on the top I feel like could be shifted a little bit. But overall, I love that. I wish I had an oak tree like this in my yard. I love giant oak trees. Texas live oak. That's really nice. Okay. Silhouette. I like it. This branch may be a tiny bit thin. Maybe. Maybe being thickened up just up in this area could. Why is my field of view? This area right here, I could see that being thickened up just a tiny bit. This looks that the amount of leaves and branches on this side, although realistically I could see the tree doing that, looks a little bit off in the silhouette. Coloring, I really like. I really like the whole 3D view of it. I like that it's not just like flat. I feel like it's easy to only design trees from one angle. I'm still kind of out of breath. See, I got to do more push-ups. Those are 20 push-ups I wouldn't have done if you didn't say that, so I'm glad you said it. Oh, I love all the pale garden stuff. Oh, wait. What am I doing? I can't build on here. These are your second and third actual custom trees in like 8 years. Well, hey. Really good job. No, these are fantastic. I have very little like actual critique to give both of these. These are both, other than like maybe messing with some of the shape up. There we go. Other than messing with the shape of the leaves a little bit up there, maybe, and just putting a little bit more uh, thickness on that part of that branch. Maybe even raising it. Well, no, I don't know. I like when the branches lay down like that. Maybe I'd have to see one of the trees. I also think maybe adding extra hanging moss on this tree. I don't know a ton about hanging mosses, but I do feel like the branches that are lower to the ground like this would have more. But other than that, these are fantastic. I know you meant it as a joke, but I called you on your joke. But yeah, really good trees. Yeah, 10. Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, when you do some more, let me know. I want to come check them out. I would love to come see him again. All right, who else had one? Weeping, can I come check out your speedrun eyeball that you're working on? Oh, same time. Faster. No, this is looking really good so far. Oh, yeah. Oh, they're all on the plot. Oh, I want to look at more of these. I really like the ones that you posted. I really wish I could have seen them in person. Is that the last one on the side? No, there's more. Oh, they keep going. Okay, there we go. That's the end. I love that. I love this. Especially, you know what? That little blemish, imperfection, whatever, adds so much to that. That makes it look so much more real. Ooh, and the skull's in the back. Nice. Nice. Loved these two. Saw those two. Really liked this one. I thought this was a really interesting one. Oh, yeah. Weeping, these are great eyeballs. Oh, we got more stuff hanging out over here. Oh, we got a little statue? Oh, that's a nice statue. There's a lot. It's crazy. When you start moving into, like, using, like, slab stairs, glass, trapdoors, and stuff, it's crazy how different, like, resolution you can really get in there. Like, there's so many different, like, ledges that you don't see with just full blocks. Obviously, you don't see them with just full blocks. I love to hear it. Haha. I also really like this. I like all of these. Weeping, I like all your builds. I've always liked all your builds. Your builds are amazing. And I'm excited to see this one. Those target blocks? Underutilized pink block right there. Only at a big scale. There's like a very defined point where it, like right here, it's pink. Any closer and it's like doesn't quite work as pink. Wait, where are you? Are you invisible? Or are you just really far away? Oh, invisible while you're in Axiom. Okay, that makes sense. Oh no, that makes me feel old that someone needs to specify Spore being an old game. I love Spore. What up, Bottle Cap? How's it going? Thank you for joining. Do I need an invite to join the bakery? You do not need an invite to join the bakery. The bakery is a free public server. There are paid options, like you can be a VIP. It gives you like a bigger plot size and gives you access to a bunch of events. But it is a totally free server that you can join. There's even a Bedrock port. It's retro but not old. Wait, okay, hold on. When did Spore come out? I think Spore came out in 2009. Oh, not Spire, Spore. $2008. Wait, is that the same year Oblivion came out? Hold up. Or is Oblivion 2006? Okay, Oblivion was 2006. Spore was 2008. No, I know what you mean. I say a lot of stuff. You know what really threw me for a loop is oh, and sorry, Bottle Cap, to finish what I was saying. The IP to join is play.bakery, except spelled right, bakery.builders. That at Bottle Cap, that is the IP to join. I always forget the Bedrock port. If anybody in chat knows the Bedrock port, that can tell me so I can tell them. Medford, it feels hard to start on the bakery as a very new and bad builder because everybody's just so amazing. Discord is very helpful. It can be a little overwhelming, but just grab a plot and start building. You can grab a plot like really far away and start building. Also, if you ever see me online, feel free to message me and be like, hey, can you come check out my thing or give me some critique or just like help me build and like give me some advice. I would love to come over and help that. So never feel hesitant to go and to reach out and say something. Yeah, absolutely, Bottle Cap. All right. Is anybody on the bakery and wants to... hold on. Almost started coughing. Anyone on the bakery that wants me to check out their stuff? If not, I can hop over into... did you say Builder's Refuge or Build School? Bingo. What up, Roman? Oh, is this another... Oh, test plot. Oh, I thought it was another contest. Ooh, good color on this. Roman, I don't know if you're in chat, so I'm going to also tell you in your plot. Oh, duh. It's art. Yep, that's... I feel like there's not enough orange. There's not enough orange that people use. Or like there is enough orange. There's not enough orange, period, yes. But I also feel I just don't see a lot of orange. People don't do a lot of orange builds. But here's the question. Is there an interior? Oh, there is? Oh, no interior yet. Nope. This makes you want to go around the Pond 251 world? Absolutely, dude. Let's do it. I'd love to go around the pond world. I think I saw it on the Discord. Yep, orange and teal are fantastic together. Is it on note blocks are really great on the shadow? Aren't they? That's a really good yes, orange, man. Oranges and warm browns. Oh, it's a giant cedar tree. Okay, that makes sense. Still looks really good. I like this teapot a lot too. I like the emerald on there. I almost never see emerald in builds, I feel like. It's funny, we just did a giant green build and we didn't use any emerald. Okay, let's hop over into the pond. Oh, is that the world's pond? Which one was this? Oh, I was not part of this one. This one was before me. And all these people saying we don't have enough blue blocks. Oh, build battle spawn. Okay. Okay, hopping over into the pond. Honk. Who is that? Psyche. What up, Psyche? Thanks for the follow. Here's these guys. I don't know if I've shown these guys in person. There's the uncolored one. I thought I started on another one, but I guess I didn't. Huh. So, pond tour on 251. Here we have, oh, let me let everyone know that we're doing. This was our community week build plot, which I loved, and I really love that it's just chaos. I'm a big fan of it being chaotic. Love the giant foot build. Love all the geese. There's got to be like 200 geese hidden in here, which I think is just amazing. Here's the goose worm build, goose dragon that eventually turned into the goose worm. The pond. There's a ton of stuff in here. This is the spawn too. Also, if you join, this is where you spawn in, so you guys can all check it out. Goose butt. Let's just fly around. Oh, Dingle's chunk build is on here. We can check that out. Who's this one? This is Glafsaba. I don't know if I know Glafsaba. That's hard for me to say. Oh, the graffiti wall. Definitely have to go check out the graffiti wall. Nick got this cool little build going on. Got some nice looking portals from medium-sized John. Not tiny John, not big John. All right, let's check out the graffiti wall. I gotta love the graffiti wall. This is my server. Bottle cap, you can do /plot space auto, and it'll automatically claim the nearest plot that is free. Yes, this is my Discord server. It's free to join. You just got to be a member on the Discord. There's a Bedrock port. Yes, you can join this in Bedrock. All right, I love this so much. Also, look at that. Look at that spear. Very good spear. You saw a buff goose by Glafsaba. Everywhere you go, you see their face. Oh. Okay, so we have... oh, Hebe, that was yours. Oh, nice. I love Evangelion. I think we've talked about this. I love this graffiti. These are all just... these are all really, really good. Goose. Ooh, this one's really cool. That's some good color on that. Other side. Oh, those are just backwards. Look at that. Wait, who's got 9,000 ping? Oh, Dingle. Oh. Oh, that sucks. Hey, what up, doctor? Yeah, this whole it's so cool. It's so cool. I did that one. That one was me. Because Sudowoodo is the coolest Pokemon. Everybody knows Sudowoodo is the coolest Pokemon. And there's a little drone. Oh, that's actually really cool. Oh, wait, sorry. I haven't even been looking at chat over here. I'm going to do so badly the graffitis are good and then came up with banger graffitis. See, that's how I felt too. I was like, I feel like some people were like, no, this isn't going to be good. And then everybody just put out like really, really good graffiti. Oh, in the city with the rats. Oh, Gilt Orange. Hey, Goose, watched the podcast at work today. Enjoyed it a lot. Hey, thank you. I'm glad you did. Oh, I don't know if you're in chat. I don't know if you're in stream chat. We also got the little rat town down here. Oh, let me turn off no clip. I don't know. I think they'd eat that cheese. I don't know if they would drive it. Snarple was a fake and said they didn't know about the podcast? Snarple. Snarple. Horrible. Hey, wake up. What? Wake up, Dragon. Welcome back, Dragon. Oh, look at them in there. Oh, it's a little salon. Oh, that's so good. Okay, wait, hold up. Where's the front door? Wait, this is so good. Hold up. Oh, playing some sneaky rat poker. These are so cool. We are the rats. I love that they're just typing that on their computer. I'm the biggest rat. I make all of the rules. It's all that rats know. You and Dapple kept putting Hermitcraft snails everywhere. I loved the snails too. Honk. Hey, what up, Ashers? Thank you for the follow. Oh my gosh, wow. Hey, 400th follower. Look at that. Goose. You guys made me an apartment. Oh, it's tiny. Okay. I'll have to decorate this. I'm gonna put a melon in the window just so I remember that it's mine. I know I gotta decorate it myself. Okay, I will. I will make a tiny little apartment. Oh, I wish I could head to the pool. That'd be fun. Yeah. Okay. No, we'll do this later. I wanna go keep looking around at stuff. Sunless, where are you at? Stupid. We're just gonna no clip through all of it. Ooh, fancy. I don't have to TPA. I can TP directly to you. Oh, wait. Okay, wait. Before I go somewhere else, no clip through the east wall. Which way's east? Take me to it. I love the error. I love the no texture error. Playing Rainbow Six Siege while listening to you makes me lock in. That's weird. Use your drone to locate the objective. I love Siege. Siege is great. I'm not familiar with Helltaker, but now I know that that's probably from it. Oh yeah, absolutely. Where is it? Cardiac sensor deployed. Oh, is it too bad to join? Okay. Is it your plot? Okay, we'll check out potatoes in just a sec. Where's your... Oh, this one. Yes. Okay, I remember. Oh, it disappeared. Yeah, I loved this one. Oh, it's also mostly ore. Freedom. Bash. Of the Stampede. The Stampede one. I love this one. This ended up really cool. It's also taller than I remember. Did you add to it? This is a good song for it too. This song reminds me of Risk of Rain. That's another banger soundtrack. Ooh, what's that? Oh, haha. I remember this. I remember when you submitted that. The only thing in the plot. That's so good. How? Oh, it's really only like 2 blocks. Okay. I thought it was more. I love it. Okay, where's potato? Hibby, I'll do you next. Let's do your build next. Yeah, let's check it out. I'm gonna look at potatoes. I like it so far. Oh, are you in stream chat too? Okay, that makes it way easier. I never know if your people are in stream chat or not. Ooh, dragon skeleton's a nice idea. Yeah, keep me posted on this. When you finish it, tag me in it too when you post it. If you post it in the building channel. Have it like coming out of a hill or something. That's a cool idea. Or I guess it is alive and still breathing fire, so it wouldn't be stuck in a hill. Did I check out the island rooms at spawn? I don't think I did. What are you guys doing? Busted. Wait, do I still have it in my inventory? No, I don't. You made a maid skin for me? Yeah, I'll take a maid skin. Yeah, send it to me on Discord. Thanks. Wait. There we go. Nice. No, if you send it to me on Discord right now, I'll throw it on. What was the other build you wanted to show me, Hibby? Oh, let's check the Discord. Sent. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me upload the skin real quick. Discord like removed the open in browser button. Oh, they changed it. Oh, and you can just save an image directly. Oh, nice. Okay. All right, hold on. Let me throw this in my Minecraft skins. Minecraft. Skins? New skin. Oh, did I save it? Yeah, I did. Okay. Where is it? There it is. Haha. Okay, let me restart real quick, and then I'll have the skin on. Hey, what up, Feather? How's it going? You have more stories about Spawn than a grandpa has about his buddy Paul. That's funny. My grandpa's brother's name was Paul, and he has a lot of stories about him. Haha. Nice. Oh, I like that you kept the shirt underneath it too, the shirt color. That's hilarious. Well, it's just me here alone now, I guess. Feeling all right tonight? Well, that's good. I mean, that's better than bad. I hope it's a chill all right and not a bad all right. Hopefully me being dressed in a maid costume makes you feel a little better about it. Nice. Thank you for making me the skin. I appreciate that. Okay, yeah. I wanted you to look at the oil rigs in the ocean. They're going to go on the S&P. Okay, take me to them. Oh, they're right there. Getting mixed emotions from the stockings. Yeah, you like that? Just that little bit of goose thigh. Oh, my wife brought me some soup. I totally forgot about it. Hold on. It's really good. It was really good soup. Guess who made the whale? Blue. I bet it's you. I bet it was Blue that made the whale. Okay. This is a lot. This is going to be a hell of a project to build on the S&P. This will be sweet. Okay, my first thought, a little bit noisy with some of the color choices. But I think little things like switching the granite and the sandstone would do, would fix a lot of that stuff. I don't think it's like block vomity. I don't think there's too many colors, but like switching those so that the darker's on top, like kind of in the shadow, is my first thought. But this is sweet. This is gonna look really cool on the SMP, just like out in the middle of the ocean. Oh, of course, yeah, the pot's part of the outfit. Wait, hold on. Wait, can you guys, everybody come and stand on the thing the crane is holding with me. I want to get a screenshot of all of us. Oh, don't know how that, oh, there's a trapdoor. Oh yeah, have you get one on? There you go. Wait. I'm sorry, I threw them too far. Wait, let me back up a little. Or Hibby, take a couple steps forward so that I can see your name tag. Oh, yeah, it was just because you were crouching. Okay, stand up straight. Medford, I'm slaying too hard. Yeah, you know it. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Okay. Love it. Love it. Got a bunch of screenshots. This up here is really cool. I really like the deep slate and the bamboo. Oh, and the beehives. That's a cool block to do for that. That's gonna be that would be kind of hard to get that many beehives. Don't you have to harvest them? You can't make them, right? It's like 300 beehives. Yeah, it's gonna be a ton. Silk touch. Still though, just to find 300 of them. All right, I got just a couple more minutes, and then I'm gonna call it a night. This is also very nice. Good weathering on that. Think they're way more common than you think. Maybe they are. I guess if you go to a birch forest. Oh, yeah, sear. Yeah, let's do it. I don't know why I requested it. Okay, that works. What up? Wait, what is this thing above it? Is this going to be the hill that it's built into? Oh, I love this too. I love that when it was in there. Wait, oh no. Okay, hold on. Are you guys going to have a horse farm and have a glue factory? Sunless, yes, you are next. Sorry. Hey, what up, fish? Oh, my OG head doesn't work anymore? Haha. Can't wear it. Blue glue Q. Ooh, all right. Logical walkways. I'm following, don't worry. Wait, hold on. Wait, okay, sorry. One sec, Crafty. You made the maid skin for the old skin? That's illegal. Illegal. That's the most cursed one. Oh, are you guys just gonna fill these up with horses? Duke, what are they doing, chat? Chat. Duke, we are checking out a bunch of builds on horses and waters. This is horrible, but also really funny. I just right-clicked on the pot and it went on my head. I don't know if there's a specific way to do it. Yeah, we're inspecting the glue factory that's being built, which is hilarious and horrendous. No, we're just flying around on the pond, checking out some builds. We did a bunch of work earlier. Smoke. So we're just hanging out, checking out stuff that's on the pond.
Crazy.
Whoa. No, wait, that's where it comes out? Okay, hold on. I love that you guys have all of the like pipes actually connected to where everything is coming out. This is a really cool factory. Yep, 10 out of 10 on this factory. I think it's going to be really funny when these are all full of horses too. Which building? The smoke building? The kitchen. Oh, right there. Okay. Oh, this one is medium is John's house. You're on it? That's his house? Is he living in it, or are you building the factory on top of his house? Dude, tomorrow is going to be very, very fun. Yeah. Oh, yeah, by the way, so tomorrow, me, Feather, Snarple, and Taco Squad are all working on a build together. Which I'm very, very, very excited for. I don't know what we're going to build yet. Snarple shout out the idea of like doing like a bear totem, which I think would be kind of fun. But we don't have any final plans yet. We actually got to get together and figure that out tomorrow. But I'm really excited for that one. That'll be a very fun, buildy, celebrity-studded stream. Cult of the Lamb Church would be fun, too. Okay, I'm going to go to Sunless now, and then I have to get dinner and get ready for the end of my night. Later, guys. Thank you for showing me your fantastic glue factory. I'm very excited for it. Also, where's Hibby? I love the skin. Yeah, goo factory. It's not the glue factory, it is the goo factory. Oh, it's a nice truck. I love dinner. Dinner is really good. Wait, did you guys make me big? Wait, what? Wait, how did you guys make me big? Make me small again. Sorry, Sunless. I don't know why I'm so big. No. All right. Well, I guess I'll just live with this now. Oh, there we go. Thank you. No, too small. Okay, which one? Okay, these are the towers. Okay, I remember this tower. I did see this tower, and I love this. Oh, I didn't know you had the little book up in there, too. Something about, like, broken floating wizard towers is just so peak. I love that so much. That's such a good aesthetic. I like this one, too. I like the granite. I like this window shape, also. Big fan of that. Big fan of the granite. Big fan of the ender eye. And the nether clock. That'd be cool to have like a clock that shows the time in the nether and then a clock that shows the time in game. Zelda big Sheikah Tower are cooler than Wizard Towers. Yeah, but as far as Wizard Towers goes, broken up floating towers is the way to go. The windows looks like bugs. Oh, it does kind of look like a beetle. My first thought was like a plant or something. Like, I feel like that's the shape that could be used in a game where, like, it's a rune that is plant power or, like, earth power or something. I could see something like that. Ooh, cool little hand over there. Who is this? Oh, it's Art. Nice. Oh, wait, there's a basement? Oh, there's a basement. Oh, I thought I might be small enough that I could just run through there. Oh, wait. Huh. That's weird. Why can I not? Whoa. Oh, wait. Hold on. I'm sorry. No. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. I will fix this. There we go. Hey, that's my head. Oh, and you got Feather's head in there too? Too bad you don't have my old head. Oh, nice. Oh, I was going to sign it, but you have stuff written in there. I will not overwrite your book. Feather, I don't know if you watched all of E's... I don't know if you watched all of E's videos that she did with me, but we saw your old skin head, and it is, I know that I was hesitant about your choice to do the big eyes and the mustache, but it was a good choice. Wasn't even your oldest skin. Oh, yeah, I should go back and look at some of your old videos. Do I want to be big goose? No, I'm good being normal-sized goose. All right, everybody. I'm at the end of the stream. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for the skin. Also, very excited about this. I'm also really excited because I am going to forget that I have it on, and I'm going to start the next stream with it on. I can almost guarantee it. But thank you very much, Goat. I will raid somebody. Wait, okay, hold on. Oh, that's you, Potato. Hey, welcome. Oh, Lagundo would be a good idea. Hold on, let me just open Twitch right now and see. I also think it'd be fun to raid somebody that's just some rando. Let's see who's streaming. Oh, Avid is streaming. Let me actually follow Avid. I thought I already had followed.
So valid.
And
it's your dungeon more modular, like
Legundo.
So the idea with my dungeon is going to be that
yeah, let's raid Legundo. Let's do it. Or Feather can be live in 4 seconds. No, I gave you a big raid last night. I got to raid someone else. Yeah, we're going to raid Legundo. Legundo is a really cool creator and is working on a lot of stuff. Wouldn't that be funny, actually, Feather, if you just started streaming for me to raid and then you didn't have a plan, so you just ended it? So we're gonna raid Legundo and tell him. Actually, once everybody gets in there, just say honk. Just honk it up. Oh yeah, a couple things. So yeah, tomorrow, same time, we are going to be building. It's going to be me, Featherfetcher, Taco, and Snarple. Very excited for it. I think it's going to be very, very good. Still going to do Cuphead later? Oh, hell yeah. You should do Cuphead later. But yeah, no, that's it. We got 2 more days. If you guys get me another 75 subscriptions, I don't know why I said that so weird, then I'll get a tattoo. If you guys get me another 375, then Feather will get a tattoo too. Love you too, Feather. I will catch you guys all later. This was a lot of fun. This was a very fun, whimsical little stream. I'm very excited to post some pictures of the Goose Man on Instagram. Okay, let's raid Legundo. Bye, guys. Subscriptions. Is it just... I need to make sure I do his name right. It is just Legundo, right? Legundo. Yes, it is. Okay, all right. It's raid time. Later, later, later. You guys all have a lovely evening, and I'll catch you another time. See ya.